Hey guys, it's JC and welcome to part 2 of Countryhumans Headcanons, but we're just gonna do the lore again because I am dumb and forgot some bits, as one does. So I got my notes in front of me and we're just gonna have this. Yep. Aging. So that's what we're gonna go. We're gonna cover aging and death today. Editing JC jumping in just to say that I forgot to include a segment that I'd forgotten completely about. So this segment's just about colonies, puppet states, and annexing. So it's like when that sort of thing happens, because there's differences between the different things, because they're different things. Yes, big logic here. I know how to speak English. I'll start with puppet states. Puppet states are when there is puppet government in place, so puppets still have some amount of free will due to there being a separate government in charge, although can temporarily be controlled by whoever has puppeted them. Annexing, as that's when, the land is like taken over by another country, so their governments are the same government one. The annexed will become completely numb and controllable by the one who has annexed them. Although they can be temporarily released if the annexer wishes to do so. Colonies aren't controllable to whoever has domain over the colony. However, sometimes in preparation of giving a country independence, my bird is tweeting. Don't mind them. The colonizer can revert the colony back to a small child and de facto wiping any memories they want to. Colonies usually have to consent to the age regression. However, the colonizer can do it forcibly, although that may result in mishaps. And these were the only things that I had forgotten to write down and say in my original recording, so now we can just go back to my previous recording. Lovely things. Getting old and dying. Except country humans don't do that. They don't get old and die. Right. So, aging. They're all born as, babies, obviously, except for the first country humans who were originally created by the continent gods. Their physical age is dependent on their maturity, so their mental age. For example, America acts like she recently turned 21, so she is physically 21. But however, it can't go. You can't be like mature. You can't be like once they've aged past a decade, they can't go back to being under that decade. So once someone goes past the age of like 20, they can't go back to being a teenager. So the mental age is what impacts the physical age. What they refer to as their canonical age is how long their country has been around for. For example, Australia got independence in 1901, so canonically he is 120 years old. However, depending on the day these days, his physical age varies from 24 to 27. And obviously he's been around, he's existed long before that anyways. It's they start existing a long while before their nation comes into existence. Example, the UK and the British Empire were people that they were born and existed years prior to 1606, which is when the union between Scotland and England officially occurred. As the UK, the person had been around long enough to canoodle with other country humans and produce a certain rebellious child. Death. What a nice segue. as stated in the previous video, country humans are unable to heal fatal injuries after their nation has come to an end. So prior to their nation coming into existence, they can heal, and then during the nation existing, they can heal, but after the nation no longer exists, they can no longer heal themselves. Oh well, it's basically like they're a regular person. So it's like, they get a paper cut. It will hurt, won't kill them obviously, because a paper cut can't kill a normal person, I don't think. So when they can't heal themselves, they will crumble away, go into dust or whatever. So what happens when they die? What happens when they die? There's no heaven and hell because, as Mooney stated, most/all countries have done bad things, some worse than others, but bad things nonetheless. There's a sort of conjoined afterlife hosted by the continent gods. It's basically just Earth, except only dead country humans are there. It's kind of connected to, like, regular Earth. So, like, sometimes your actions in the afterlife will, like, bleed through into regular Earth. So, like, ghosts, I guess. It is possible to communicate with dead countries, but it's very rare. It really depends on who you're talking to. And depending on how much a country is remembered, they will remain in the afterlife, similar to StarClan and the Dark Forest and Warrior Cats. If someone is being forgotten, they are more faded. And it's kind of like also like the Day of the Dead in Coco in Mexico, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. So it's like the Roman Empire, which we still know so much about, like we don't know much about, but we all know existed, and like that sort of thing. It's very, it's very remembered, so we all know about it, so it's still there in the afterlife. And since we all learn history, or most of us learn history, a lot of the countries are gonna be remembered for a long time. So yes, that means we do make our own doom by, like, remembering Third Reich, but we remember them to learn from our mistakes so we never do such atrocities ever again, or something, I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. But yeah, that was a lot shorter than the other video. I don't think there's anything else to talk about regards to lore, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll see if I remember anything after I upload the video, because, you know, I'm a very silly person. I forget a lot of things. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video and the speed paint, and okay, bye.